Thanks, Rich. Dalvin Cook had a career-high 33 touches in last week's big win over the Cowboys, but he told me he feels great entering today's game against the Broncos. He's been letting teammates in on a little secret. The day after games, you tend to be sore and just want to lay in bed, Cook said. Well, he gets up by 8 a.m. on Mondays, moves around, lifts some weights, and then on Tuesdays, he opens up and runs. It's about letting the body know it is a new week, Cook said. And considering he leads the NFL in rushing yards and yards from scrimmage, seems to be working. Vikings receiver Stephon Diggs told me if any running back should be in the MVP conversation, Cook should too. Christian McCaffrey is crazy, don't get me wrong, Diggs said, but Dalvin Cook is the real deal. Here's Tiffany Blackman in Tampa.
Tom, Saints defensive end Cam Jordan told me we have to be the most desperate team every time we take the field. Now, the Saints were riding a 6-game winning streak prior to that loss to the Falcons. Jordan told me that when you're winning, you can watch the tape and say, all right, we need to clean that up. But now, he said, it's about paying attention to the most minute details. The Saints pass rush, they're going to have to put the pressure on quarterback Jameis Winston today. The Bucs have the 5th-ranked passing offense in the league, and that Saints secondary is going to be without corner Marshawn Lattimore. They're going to have to find a way to try to slow down the best wide receiver duo in the league, and Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Together, they have combined for over 1,700 receiving yards this season. Mooch, they are trying not to get upset again this week.
All right, Tiffany, thank you. All right, guys, let's talk upsets today. In Play with Abandon, presented by Wrangler. Kurt, I ask you first. Now, the Saints were upset by the Falcons last week. How do the Bucs upset the Saints today?
They outscore them. No,
there you go.
It sounds simple, but what I mean by that is if you look at the Bucs, what they do well is they can score points. They're number 3 scoring team in the National Football League. But let's just be honest here. This is all about Jameis Winston. Yeah. Jameis Winston can come out and light it up and put up 30 points every time out. Jameis Winston, by the same token, can go and give the game away by making some big turnovers, and we've seen that a number of times this year. Leads the National Football League with 14 interceptions. So they've got to continue to score points. Jameis Winston can't lose this game for them.
And you're talking on the Saints side. I'll talk on the Falcons side because Falcons over the Panthers here. And all I got to say is the Steel Curtain, Doomsday, the 85 Bears, the 2,000 Ravens. That's what that Falcons defense looked like last week. I was like, wow, what is this? They only had 7 sacks on the season. They got 6 last week. They held the Saints to 52 rush yards. Now, if you could do that all year, we wouldn't even be talking about Dan Quinn's job being a problem. You know what I mean? It would be great. If they can do that today, they can get the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, and Miami Dolphins can upset the Bills today. They've won 2 in a row, right? Brian Flores from Boston College doing a heck of a job. How about your guy Fitz? 200 touchdown passes with 8 different teams. The only guy in the history of the world that has done that. He's got to play good, and then they'll have a chance to upset the Bills.
Is that something to bring up?
All right, let's move on here. Look at Zeke. You know what? He's an Ohio State Buckeye. He was 2-0 against the Michigan Wolverines in his young college career, Rich.
Come on, Zeke. Got to run today, baby.
Coming up on NFL Game Day Morning.
It's going to be intercepted by Earl Thomas.
The interceptions are up, and the passer rating is down for Tom Brady lately. Is he finally showing his age? Plus,
yes, sir, he scores.
Christian McCaffrey has scored more TDs than 4 entire teams this season. We'll tell you how many times he'll find the end zone today.